Kosher MGTOW. This guy's on Oprah Winfrey years and years ago. A guy named Alan says he won't date Jewish. Let's find out why. See if I agree with his ideas.
Well, the confessions you're going to hear today may really tick you off. Who likes to be rejected? Well, this room is filled with people who simply don't want to date their own. And they've agreed to be honest today and to tell us why. Alan is a 32-year-old attorney. He is Jewish, but does not date Jewish women. And we want to know why. Alan?
Simply, Jewish women are identical. I think that God created Adam and then the Jewish woman. I mean, basically from their looks right down to their attitudes. They all look the same. They've got short, dark hair with makeup and big hips. And their attitudes, I mean, I don't even need to go, no, seriously, I don't even need to go out with a woman. I just fax my resume, Ivy League lawyer. Okay, it's great for the parents. They're interested in sports. And then when you get married to them, not that I have been, but from what I've heard, forget it. They've got Hadassah meetings or something like that. I went out with non-Jewish girl. I asked her, why would she go out with me? She said, because of your butt. And then the Jewish girl, it's because of the thickness of your wallet in your butt. They don't even look at your butt.
So apparently this man is of the belief that it's only his financials that are attracting the Jewish women. And there might be a lot of truth to that. The Jewish women that he has been meeting have been very, very similar in nature. And if all they're doing is trying to monopolize his attention, time, and effort, and not giving him anything in return as far as attraction level, sex, and cooperation, then he doesn't find any use for being with these women.
Wait a minute. Is that every Jewish woman you've encountered or your friends have encountered? Or because there's got to be women out there who are Jewish who are not just interested in your wallet.
Only my mother.
Okay, now that's what...
And the sad reality is the mother is also interested in his wallet too. Hence reasons why a lot of Jewish mothers request that they have cosigns on accounts and get involved and be over-intrusive into every part of their son's life and existence up to the moment that they pass on. So that statement that he just made about his mom not being worried about his wallet is incorrect, because I would have to venture to say the mother is more interested in his wallet than all the other women that he's met that are Jewish combined.
Says Megan is a single 34-year-old Jewish woman who is, Megan, come join me here, who is sick of, she says, Jewish men like Alan discriminating against her. So when you heard Alan say all those things, what did you think? First of all,
we're supposed to take her opinion as law. Let's hear this. 34 years old, people.
Anybody that would want to go out with someone like Alan. No matter what ethnic background.
All the women are smiling and clapping because they're looking at Alan and they're saying to themselves, Alan might, as a man, might be a 4 or a 5 out of 10. He's not an 8, 9, or a 10 out of 10. Therefore, not dateable and not on these women's agenda. If you're not in the top upper echelon of men as far as height, looks, status, money, financials, clout, everything that goes along with it, these women will just dismiss you as being unimportant. So it doesn't matter if Alan is very intelligent, is trying to protect his assets. These women have already disqualified him because they took one look at him and they heard his voice, specifically claiming that he was not interested in Jewish women. But there are other women of other races, creeds, colors, and nationalities that are cheering for the fact that they are also not interested in this man either. So again, we're running into the case that a huge percentage of men are being left out of the formula because all these women are chasing after the very, very, very top man, no matter what. And they do not consider him to be a top man in any respect. And if they were going to be with him, it would only be because of his financial aspects and maybe for the career that he's chosen and his intelligence quotient.
Short hairs. 10 minutes in the show. We're name calling already. Go ahead. Yeah. Because what?
And Oprah encourages it because it gives her ratings and makes her show better. Whether this was staged or not, which it probably was, this is what is encouraged on TV and otherwise. That's why a lot of things that you watch on TV you should take with a grain of salt, because media, news outlets, they're not portraying men in a very good light.
People should date whomever they feel comfortable with. It's fine. You make your own decisions. What I have a problem.
There you go. She just said it. So he just made mention he doesn't want to date Jewish women. She says that's totally fine. I probably don't want to date Jewish men either. So all these insults came about because, yeah, attention, airtime. She's on Oprah Winfrey, putting on a show. You already gave the guy an out. So why are you even talking at this point?
Is when you start stereotyping people. That is just, thank you. Yeah. Yes. That's dismissive, and I think when you do it aimed against the women from with whom you share an ethnic background, it's misogyny and anti-Semitism.
It doesn't make any difference because you already contradicted yourself just 10 seconds ago.
And racism, and it's almost sanctioned because you're doing it against women with whom you share ethnicity. Oh. It's not fair, and you wouldn't do it to someone from another ethnic background.
It has nothing.
She's offended. My goodness, she's offended.
Do with religion whatsoever. It's the person. I don't not go out with Jewish women because they're Jewish. I don't go out with Jewish women because who they are. I was studying in a yeshiva in Jerusalem, Israel, earlier in the year, studying Torah and the rate of assimilation. I am very pro-Jewish. It's just after 12 o'clock at night, after I finished studying, I went down and I found a blonde, blue-eyed shiksa to go dancing with.
Mazel tov.
The only one in Jerusalem.
You don't know every Jewish.
I got news for you. Those blonde shiksies, they can lure you in different directions. But he also has to put his dork on lockdown in his pants because I think he knows better, and I think he's been raised better, and the background that he's received in Judaism would tell him that whatever he's doing with this blonde is only temporary, and that if he wants to find success, love, and long-term, he should probably stick to what his own race has for him. Unfortunately, he's found more fun in dating outside of the Jewish religion.
And so you should not stereotype us, period.
And a shiksa means non-Jewish woman, right?
That's what my parents told me, yes.
Yeah, yes. and so you say it's not the fact that the person is Jewish, it is because of what then? If you don't date Jewish women.
They are. If someone says, I have a nice Jewish woman for you, I'd love to date her. However, I soon find out when I speak to her on the phone that she wants to know all the particulars before we go out. A non-Jewish woman, someone who has a better attitude about themselves and just want to go out and have fun, they don't care who I am, what I have, or what I don't have. They just want to have fun.
You keep talking.
That's unfortunately not the case as of today's day and age. Women will go about and search your social media from top to bottom, try to get every last nugget of detail through you through private investigative sites like Been Verified. They will want to find out as much as they can about you without knowing the exact bank account numbers and banks where you have stored your funds. So this guy in today's marketplace would be searched up and down before actually having a date. It doesn't matter if you're Jewish or not.
About who they are, but the fact of the matter is you don't know all of us, so you cannot make a broad, sweeping generalization like that about who we are.
Do you find that a lot of Jewish men...
would you like to be sitting across from her so you can hear the same thing 500 times about her complaining about one line that you said on a show?
Have this attitude? You can't make a broad, sweeping generalization about that, but have you encountered other Jewish men who have this attitude?
I've encountered others, and there are many who don't.
Well, so you're going to accept it from the best-looking ones and not from the others? Yep, Kosher MGTOW. Gotta love it.